the 350i EQ head. A couple of updates on it. To date, we've identified via the CNC machine our dimensions about 10 different machined versions of that particular head. And again, a lot of it has to do with the valve guide centers being machined in very awkward positions. So what we do with those heads is we pre-sort them. There's 4 ways that we pre-sort them. We sort the heads for 194 intake valves with seat inserts, the ones where the bowl cuts are not up to par for race application. That's in our previous video. And the ones that 194s that don't need the seat inserts, and then the 202 valve cylinder heads for some applications. Now, some of the valve guide locations lately have been a little bit better than the erratic measurements and machining that we had maybe about 6-8 months ago. But one of the other things that we found that you need to be aware of if you're going to be purchasing brand new heads from a warehouse, not from us, you don't need to be aware of this from us because we're going to take care of it for you, is there's some welding on the deck of the head in a real critical area from the factory. This is the way they come out of the box, and it's going to affect the head gasket sealing. So in this particular area of the cylinder head, right around the spark plug cooling area, they've been welded from the factory. And the welding is done not very well. It's a factory weld job or a casting, a foundry welding job. That's probably very appropriate for non-critical areas. We've seen some welding over the years on intake manifold surfaces, valve cover surfaces, non-critical areas where perhaps the foundry had an issue and they don't want to scrap it out. Well, these are done on the deck area in a very critical area. And if you go ahead and you lay your head gasket on there via some dowel pins, the pitting is actually right across the head gasket sealing area. So if you're purchasing heads from warehouses, you may want to ask them about this, or if you've already purchased them lately, you want to take a look at this because you'd rather find this out sooner rather than later. Again, this isn't a problem with us. We pre-sort them. The ones that have this welding never make it on a race car. They go back to our distributor and they take care of them. So if you're looking to run up front with a set of 350i cylinder heads, we can modify your cylinder heads, or we can supply you with a head that's going to run in the top 3 at any racetrack in the country.